Battle Fury and Aegis. They don't need no Aegis on Nisha when he's got this Aegis.
Got Chalice, they'll lose solo. 1-for-1 at the moment here between the two. Black Hole's going to be used onto the one over. They're able to cancel it. Sending him up into the air. Pasha, he finds the third. This puck going rampant in the fight. The BKB's going to win pretty soon as well, but he's trying to touch up for XM.
He got the Black Hole!
The Black Hole! He's done it!
I see what's happening here. You've never seen a support before and it's strange. You don't even know what I do. It's adorable.
He's running in the middle. He's got the BKB up. We'll try to go and buy Yabzer a little bit more time. They're going to be able to take down Puppy. Puppy's out of the fight. No one turning back around. He's doing a lot of damage. He'll take out Zai, and they're not done. They're still chasing Roger. He still has that Black Hole. I think he's going to get the Black Hole onto the Spectre. Mid one. They'll go. They'll try to heal him up again. The Stomp coming back. Nisha, he's got the Spirit Vessel on. They'll turn around though. Ramses needs to be careful. He's sitting very, very low, but they've got so much damage. They'll take down Nisha. Bo comes out. The mid one's ready to clean up. Can he find it though? Ramses, he's still alive. Coming out. Swap's gonna come out onto Puppy. Puppy gets the Winter's Curse off. Gonna try to put as much damage as he can over onto this Pangolier. Followed with a nice impale coming out from Yabzer. Stomp's gonna come out. Doom, he's in the middle of everyone right now. They're gonna just try to burn them down. He's gonna get taken down. Pasha rolling around in circles. Mid one just bought back. Roger, he's still alive and kicking. He's got those islands. They've got so much damage. It's a triple kill for Roger. No one pops the BKB, wants to take down Yapsters. We'll leech some of this damage though away from Yapster. He's got that homing missile. They've got the Guardian Greaves. Not going to be able to run that Lion out. And now Naga goes, dodges, uses the saw. This is it. This is nice Black Hole. 4 people are stuck in this Black Hole. They're just wailing away on him. He's going to be really turned back around. No one trying to get out. They go and do mid. He doesn't even care though. Oh, Ramses, you can't run from that. What a fight.
Stockholm, have you guys recovered yet from yesterday's marathon of Dota 2 games? They were absolutely amazing, by the way. Yes, you have. You're ready for some more Dota? We are ready to crown a champion. Well, almost ready. And we're going to be even more ready once we get my colleagues on the couch. So let's make some noise for Sir Action Slacks, Odie, Pixel, and Fog!
I always want to do a pro wrestler entrance.
Was that close? No, it wasn't.
What the hell did you do?
I thought pro wrestler entrances were supposed to be scary.
Whatever, Sheever. I thought it was more terrifying than your entrance.
I didn't try to be terrifying.
Aren't you a pro at those wrestler entrances? Didn't you make a video or two about those?
That's true. Did you? We should have crap walk in like mod or something. That would have been hype.
Yeah. That would have been terrifying. How are you doing this morning, Owen?
Oh, very well. We had a long day yesterday, but it was a good day. Lots of Dota.
People want to hear Owen too. Production.
Hello?
There you go.
Yeah. They can't keep me silent forever. No, as I was saying, yesterday was a fantastic day. It was a long day. We were here till, what, like 1 a.m.? But it was nice. We've had a Lion. We're ready to go for 2 more series today, and it's only going to get better.
And we had some awesome Dota as well, Fog. That was a treat.
Yeah, we got one of the longer games at the tournament at the end of the night last night, of course. What, a 65-minute game or so. It's pretty exciting, back and forth. Pretty much nobody knew who was going to win that series.
Yeah.
I don't think the players had any clue either, because it was super back and forth.
It really was. We had amazing games of Dota 2, and that is, of course, our first topic of the day is yesterday, because we had 4 series, some a little bit more crazy than others. Where do we want to start? We were going to start at the last series of yesterday, because we saw a Bloodseeker win, even, Slacked.
Bloodseeker, yeah. I don't know how much impact it actually had in the series, but it was hype, though. I mean, that was a huge game. That was do we go to TI game, and they're going to last pick Bloodseeker. My mind was blown. My body was blown as well.
RO2K definitely had some type of idea coming into the game. Just high ground defense. Late night Dota, I think Lizard said it at the end of the day, too. He was just like, 2 a.m., pick Medusa.
It's just simple Dota. You got one big hero. All you need to do is right-click, you know, press R once in a while.
Yeah.
I know this snake was pretty good for the high ground fence as well. But that was indeed the Alpha Bracket Finals. Before that, there was a lot of crazy Dota as well, Owen.
Yeah, I mean, the whole day. And that's straight from the beginning, which obviously was a long time ago, but that was VP LGD, right, we started the day with. And that was a great series to begin with. Went the full 3 games. We had, what, the first game going the way of LGD. The second game looked like LGD were going to be able to do it as well. We had some great players. I believe that's where we had FY on the Enigma doing the incredible buyback into the black hole play, turning around the fight. But VP able to pull through, and you know, we're seeing this Virtus Pro that at the start of the major they didn't look like they were 100%. Now they're beyond that. This is them back at the top of their game and playing better than they ever have. So they're looking to be incredibly scary, Virtus Pro, coming into this final day.
And they're keeping their formula, right? Lose the first game, win the next 2.
Yes, there's only one team that was able to beat that. We'll talk about that later. First, we're moving on to the next topic, because this entire 10 days, this is day 10, by the way, these entire 10 days have been crazy in terms of Dota. We've seen, obviously, the meta shift and all that, and we know that coming Tuesday, qualifiers for the next major already begin. So we thought it would be a good idea to talk a little bit about what we are going to see changed coming into those qualifiers, because we are expecting a patch within the next 2 days.
Of course. I mean, I'm not trying to get anyone's hopes up, but as soon as the grand finals is over, they will 100.0% launch that patch, based off of what we say on this panel right now.
All right, Fog, what do you want to see change? This is your chance. Karen?
Some map changes. I think Radiant has shown that it's a little bit too dominant. In the last 2 tournaments or so, it's had like a pretty high win rate.
That's a big change, though.
I think just like some small changes for that one. And then, I mean, there's a hero right there up on the screen that I think we'll see get changed a little bit. Pangolier, I think Lucky Shot is a bit strong. Maybe some small changes on that one.
Passive pretty good on that one.
A bit strong.
Just a little bit.
Tiny bit.
Yeah.
My biggest question is, excuse me, Nigma. Are they actually going to change that hero? Because he is first pick, first everything in this upper bracket of the entire tournament. But changing that hero intrinsically, I mean, he's been kind of off for a really long time. And I love seeing him in games. So I'm interested to see if they even touch him.
Owen, is it time to bring Io back?
Back into captain's mode? I don't think so.
No?
No. I think you could even argue with a few tweaks. Mars is probably more ready to throw in. You know, he needs a lot of nerves. Needs a lot of nerves, especially with regards to how quickly he can lay down the Arena of Blood.
All right.
But I think he's a little easier to balance, to get ready for captain's mode compared to some of these drastic changes they're making with Aya.
Now, we've seen this meta is all about fighting and all of that. And some heroes are better at it than others. There's some hero that we mentioned once yesterday, and I was told not to mention again because the hero is crap right now. But it would fit perfectly into the meta. Sand King, he's great at fights. He has stuns. What's wrong with Sand King? What buffs does he need before we're finally going to see him being played? He's such a hype hero.
I mean, some small changes could definitely make him completely back, because they have started. That's what ends up happening, right? It's like a hero kind of falls off, and then he gets like 4 consecutive buffs, and people are like, wait, this is actually really good now. What are we doing? Because now they increase the damage on his stun, his Sandstorm is pretty useful. Caustic is just kind of a useless ability a little bit, so Well, I mean, maybe he'll get a little small tweak and he'll come back. But
whenever people think about patches, they see these tournaments and they say, all right, here's the heroes that are always getting picked. These ones are going to get nerfed. But the most important heroes are the ones that don't get picked. Those are the ones that need to be focused on and helped out.
Like which?
Like Techies.
Oh.
Where is Techies? Oh, cool. A couple more. My boys.
don't encourage him.
Bring it back, baby. Woo.
We got a crowd full of techie pickers here.
Yeah, they're
do.
hidden amongst the normies. Very secretive people.
No, any final patch changes you want to see? Any item changes? Rod of Athos.
Atos, I think. One of the ones actually. I don't know if this will happen or anything, but remove crown from the side shop. There we go.
Crowns.
Why?
Yeah, because I think people just are buying. You just go buy this crown from side shop, and it's so efficient. I don't know. The people are building drums and Atos, so you always are able to just buy this crown from side shop, and it's super beneficial. 4 stats.
All right. Well, we'll see what's happening.
They always got the side shop, right?
What?
They always got the side shop.
Yes.
In like a lot of patches, they're just like
It's
we're removing all the items from
It's
side shop.
getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
I think Pangolier should get an Agnum Scepter called Multi-Ball. It'll be like ping pong. Think about it. Bring.
Wait, what is it gonna do?
It just launches 7 Pangoliers all rolling at once. Madness.
Are they all doing the same amount of damage?
I don't know. What am I, Ice Frog? Who cares? I just came up with the
You should have
idea.
stopped asking questions after he began the process.
Multi-Ball!
All right, let's move on then. Yesterday we had a competition happening as well. And speaking of heroes that are slightly, strong in the current meta, Shadow Shaman is one of them.
My character is Shadow Shaman, and I'm Marian. I'm from Czech Republic, and this is my first self-made cosplay. Cloak was the first thing I tried to make. I made it from real feathers. I didn't really know if it's gonna work, but it really turned out very good, so I was really happy about that. Actually, dressing up is like 20 minutes, 30 max, but the body paint like 2 hours. Yeah, these are the scepters. They are made from polystyrene and modeled by hand and just painted, as well as the head, just layer by layer, hour by hour. Tried and failed and tried again. And the scepters and the head, they were like 300 hours, just them, maybe more, so that's a lot. I love the game, so what can I say?
That was his first cosplay.
Yo, that guy was so badass. I love cosplays, but I mean, his movements, his everything. He had a true love of the game in Dota. You could tell homie played a lot of Shadow Shaman.
When he walked in as well, I mean, you could feel those upper leg muscles working hard. He's gonna have some muscle ache today. I think he walked around like that all day.
Those calves are gonna be huge. Yeah. What a man.
What a man. And there's, of course, hey guys, it's the final time.
No.
Finally, the final time for the community topic. You guys have been surprising us every day with the topic that is chosen by you guys. Let's see what you came up with on finals day. Give each other spirit animals.
That's not a question.
No, I mean these community topics.
Can you give each other spirit animals?
Can you?
There you go.
It's like a fortune cookie. I hate those that don't tell you the fortune and they just give you a life advice like, find friendship in others. I asked for a fortune, asshole. Now tell me magic. Not life advice, but anyway, yeah, spirit animals.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right.
Thank you.
Slacks, why don't you give Owen a spirit animal?
Owen, a spirit animal. Oh. You know that monkey at the zoo that just keeps throwing poop at people and they give it everything that it wants and it won't stop screaming? That's Owen.
Yes, sir. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Owen, would you mind giving Fog the spirit animal?
Oh. A Komodo dragon.
Ooh.
Why?
I'll take that.
The deadliest creatures.
Yeah. I don't know. I was just trying to think of an obscure animal. I mean, it's
You calling me obscure?
it's a cool animal. You know, Fog's a cool guy.
I mean, I'll take it.
Fog, would you give Slacks a spirit animal, please?
I can't say teddy bear, but you're definitely just a bear. I don't know.
A bear?
Yeah, I don't know. You're loving. You always look very. Everybody who walks around, you know.
Yogi Bear? A fat bear?
No, he's very noticeable. You know, he's walking around. Everybody, I don't know, maybe not easy to approach too much. Bears aren't very easy to approach.
Yogi Bear is easy to approach.
Okay, there you go. You're Yogi Bear.
He's a fictional character. This is supposed to be animals.
You give good hugs.
Okay. That is true.
Wow. Oh, that's fun. Slacks, apparently you have to give me a spirit animal.
Oh my God. What would Shiver be? An elegant crane, perhaps? A beautiful butterfly, perhaps? Gracious, I don't know. I would say a giraffe.
Because she's tall? I was thinking the same thing, actually.
You're huge!
All right, I'll take that. All right.
Have you seen giraffes?
You guys...
Oh, it's scary. It's scary.
It is scary. They have a very wobbly neck as well.
Yeah, giraffes have purple tongues. Interesting fact.
They do,
Okay.
yes, yeah. I've seen the videos. Yeah.
Oh, and you would know.
What? How would I know about giraffes' tongues?
Okay, let's move on.
Oh. I get the joke.
Okay, well, that took a while then. Okay, Owen, it is time. You obviously need a little bit of rest here, so I would ask you to exit stage so we can welcome in Swedish pride left in the tournament, TI winner, Admiral Bulldog.
Woo! Sorry, Steve.
Whoa. Good morning.
Final day. It's final day.
Final day.
Gonna be hype.
It should be very hype, actually.
What spirit animal is Bulldog?
I'm a dragon.
Oh my God. What is which kind of dragon? How many legs
the
do you
largest
have?
one. That breathes fire.
How many legs?
4.
Get him.
Continue.
Okay. First matchup of the day. Let's talk about brackets first, because we have 3 teams remaining here in the Annexet, and it is going to be super exciting to see those 3 fight for the championship. Now, one of them is a little different than the others. Well, actually, everybody is different than the rest, because everybody has their own story coming in.
Yeah.
And it is going to be first starting off with Virtus.pro versus Fnatic, and Vici Gaming is already waiting in the finals. So let's start by talking about Virtus.pro, because Virtus.pro, everybody knows Virtus.pro. They are major winners. They've been in finals before, you know, they've been doing good. They qualified for TI. They have also shown an upwards trajectory in this tournament so far, Jake.
Well, they fell down a little bit before, but you got to be at the bottom of the mountain to climb up it. And after they went down to the lower bracket, we have seen a very dominant VP. I mean, Secret really looked like they were going to be in the grand finals of this bad boy, and VP went into that series super prepared. You could tell that they're practicing a lot against these teams. EG got dominated by them. Secret, they fought really well, but they took them out as well. And I am not going to be surprised if VP comes in with strong, strong drafts in this series.
Yeah, I actually loved watching. I like watching VP Secret. I mean, it's becoming like a classical kind of. You're very familiar with that. But these type of drafts just get super weird. You know, we saw the 5 core draft coming out, but you can clearly tell that, like you said, they've been experimenting. They've been playing a lot and practicing, and that's a team. VP, when they're looking good and when they're like happy, you get to see the best of that team. Like no one, when he's happy and you see him like he's clapping in the middle of the game when a team fight's happening and stuff like that. That's a good feeling from him.
Yeah, you could tell that they cared about that matchup, even though they're already qualified for TI, and we have heard the players say, you know, they want to learn and they want to improve and all that. But that series that we saw Bulldog yesterday, I mean, you could tell their heart was in it.
Yeah, for sure. And even when they lose, there's a lot of frustration there as well. I mean, this is the nature of the game. There's a lot of emotions, and when you win, you get super happy, and when VP loses, they get pretty mad. You know, this is kind of that kind of team. But now they're here at least, going to play against Fnatic. They played them already, and they lost. So they're going to have to switch something around here.
Would you say that they're in a better shape than when they faced Fnatic first time around?
Oh, yeah, for sure. There's no doubt about that. They've been keep growing throughout the tournament, and they're definitely going to look back at those games. You know, VP just likes to fight a lot of team fight, and just push onwards. And they played against the Brewmaster last time. They're not going to give that away again, I'm sure. So just get rid of those kind of annoying team fighters and just crush Fnatic.
Crush Fnatic. Well, I asked you before the series earlier today who you would highlight on Virtus.pro, and you went for Pasha. Why is that?
I went for Pasha, because for the longest time, I feel like the two cores that have been kind of spotlight on is No One and Ramses, because they kind of just always play super solid, top of their roles. But Pasha, this tournament especially, like he's being the MVP so many times, he's just destroying on the puck, and he's tied onto, like he's playing perfectly this tournament. So he's going to have a great game here, and he's probably going to carry his team.
Is the current meta just also a little bit maybe geared towards having the offlaners shine a little bit more? Because we hadn't talked about offlaners a whole lot before this.
Yeah.
More team fights?
I think just like, yeah, the more team fights. I think it's the good thing, at least for me, for VP, is they don't pick Bounty Hunter on Pasha. He's always playing he's always playing the team fighters. I mean, you hate the bounty on the offlane for the most part, so it's always good to see him playing that. And he carries his weight when he's playing those team fighters. It's not like he really makes too many big mistakes as them.
Yeah, we also are going to talk a little bit about Fnatic, their opponent, a team that, they haven't changed anything in a while either, but they have also just been doing better and better. And starting at the let's start KL Major, 7-8, CQ Major, 5-6, Katowice, 4th, and here they're already top 3. This is not a good thing, because if that is the trajectory, then they're ending 3rd. But it's all about peaking at the right time, and maybe they're just saving that first place for TI. But they are looking very strong here.
Yeah, I've actually gotten to sit with them a bunch of times when they've been watching the games with Dubu, especially too when they're watching, and they've kind of been feeling the same way. They're watching the games and they're like, we might lose, but you know what? We're learning. We're getting a lot better. Next tournament, we're gonna do better. And that's literally what they're saying. They're just like, oh, I think it was at CQ. They were like, oh, if it's sick, you know what? We're gonna get 4th next time or 3rd. And they literally did exactly that. So yeah, they're meeting their expectations.
Yeah, and winning here, if they win this match alone, even getting to the grand finals guarantees them a TI 2019 invite slide.
Woo! Hell yeah. I mean, that's great. We've always had Fnatic, getting a TI, sometimes not, but this looks like a real contender for that tournament so far. I will say, out of all the teams that are still left, when we talk about words like comfort zone, I feel like I see Fnatic in every game. They just look so comfortable with the heroes that they get. It ain't about the draft, it's about what they want to play and how they play it. And it just makes their game so exciting and fun to watch, because their heroes can just do anything. It's great.
They are super aggressive, Bulldog, and I think Fnatic is the team that also have the longest games here at the tournament. Is that a coincidence, you think?
It's just the way they play, and I mean, they pick kind of weird heroes as well. They're going for the Timber Saws and stuff like that. I don't know if VP will give that kind of heroes away, but it's definitely going to be an even matchup, no doubt about that. I think both teams are super even, and I don't think anyone has like a clear advantage here. So it's going to be a close one. It's very fun to see someone like Gabs as well playing on the position 5, having so much impact, especially when you're playing with DJ, who takes all farm, so you have no room. So doing so much is position 5, pretty impressive.
Yeah, Fogg, I mean, you actually wanted to highlight Jabs a little bit more here. Why Jabs?
I think it's actually a similar reason that Bulldog was giving for Pasha. I think he gets overshadowed a lot of the time. So you're seeing your Abed, your Ice, your DJ. These guys are balling out of control every single game. Jab sits in the background with 1,000 net worth, and he's having these massive impacts. He's always in the right place at the right time. And his warding, too, in particular, in the majority of their games, I think they have one of the highest D-ward rates, I want to say. I didn't actually check the numbers or anything, but when I'm watching those games, I feel like he always seems to know where the enemy vision is. And yeah, this guy does a lot with very little.
He's got a very diverse hero pool as well.
Heck yeah. You can see him owning in one game with a Winter Wyvern, playing it better than a lot of people have in the entire tournament. Then the next game he switches it up to another classic hero. So, I mean, he's great to watch.
Yep.
Yeah, it should be a very exciting matchup. Fnatic has 2-0'd Virtus.pro as the only team that has done that.
Yeah. That makes sense to me a lot.
That's crazy.
Because VP, they get these high preparation things, and then how much prep did they do against Fnatic? When I went into this tournament, I thought they were looking okay, but I didn't think they'd be this far, and man, they've just been exploding. So VP, Fnatic might not have been high up on their list of people to prepare against, and I think we might see that in this series.
Yeah, I'm expecting a high aggression gameplay match. What do you think, Bulldog? How aggressive, how much focus is there going to be in that early stage of the game?
Well, it really depends what kind of heroes are given out. Because we know that Pangolier, if that hero is in the game, there's going to be just in your face a lot, just fighting. But if you see maybe Enigma or Doom, the game's going to be a little bit slower. So, it really just depends what heroes are available and what's picked. We've seen Chen not being picked in the Secret versus VP game. They kind of left it one game, so that might get through. And that hero is also super aggressive.
Yeah.
So it really just depends what picks gets out there. We know that VP just loves Enigma and Doom, so we'll see.
Do you think VP's just going to ban out the Pango? That's what I was kind of thinking, because they didn't. I mean, no one had an okay game on it, but he didn't look nearly as sharp as the Fnatic guys with it. So
Yeah, they could ban it, or they can just first pick it as well. Like Pasha played it as well, like super good. One game against Secret, I believe it was, and it just dominating. So you can just give it to him as well.
good point.
This series, of course, is no different for you guys at home, at least for as far as voting goes. Make sure you vote for the player that you think is the MVP. It stands for most valuable player. I feel like there's a need to say that. I mean, we're in the final day. I'm having high hopes for Twitch Chat this series. Make sure you know how everything is written down. And don't forget numbers if the name calls for any.
9 Pasha.
9 Pasha. Ramses 666. That's 3
Very
sixes.
cool.
Very cool. All right, before this series, let's find out how the players are entering this final day.
They have super strong players like DJ, like Ice, and Dabbit. They're very good players for their positions, and they're making many moves, many space. They're just playing very well. Yeah, they're a strong team too. I really respect them.
They kind of play like Keen Gaming in some ways. I think they're really strong if they get the draft what they want. Shout out to the fans. I hope you guys keep supporting us and we'll give you a good game.
These two teams have given us some of the most entertaining games of the Stockholm Major, and I love that they're going to face each other once again. It should be one hell of a series. So our next hit, Stockholm, make some noise for Virtus.pro and Fnatic! Are you okay, Slacks?
You know what I love about this tournament?
What?
At most tournaments, some asshole with the air horn, everyone would be mad. In our tournament, production is the one who does it, and everyone else is so well-mannered in the audience. Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. Very professional match coming in, and coming your way as well in just a minute.